Imagine when you are busy working and suddenly there is a car blocking your way like this one in the video. A silver car is seen parked carelessly right in front of the door of a building project. Aside from disturbing the workers on there, other car drivers were also disturbed. As a result, the workers also decided to move the car using a forklift.
Continue the recording, man.
Yes, I am. It's fucking funny.
Fortunately, the project workers were kind, so they just moved the car to a better place parking lot and didn't block the road. Of course, it will be a different story if they used a bulldozer or another construction car to run over the car. If that happened, the owner of the car can be surprised to see his car being crushed. Man, do you agree with the wise way of the project officers on this one?
Oh, the parking there, is it?
An important lesson for those of you who drive a car. Never park in a disabled parking zone if you have a normal body condition. If not, get ready to experience the same thing like this driver from the United States. In this video recorded by the officer, a driver can be seen having his car's tires locked with a car boot because he has taken a spot for handicapped people. Just like Homer went to New York.
Come on, pick up the pace. Hey.
Even the officer repeatedly shouted for compensation of $300 or about 4.3 million rupiah for the damage to the car boot that occurred because the driver was still desperate to run his car until he managed to escape with the car boot still attached.
Now it's $300.
Even so, the officer already had recorded the information and the license plate number of the car owner. So, he still can't run away from the law. Well, you know it's wrong, but he doesn't want to be responsible for that. Shame on you, sir. There is an incident that went viral in 2016. This happened in China, where a luxury sedan driver does a double parking by parking his vehicle on the side of the highway. Yeah, we do that, but it didn't sound like a wrong thing. Unless you are blocking the way, like this luxury car, who is blocking the exit for another car that have previously been parked before. Man, but that another car doesn't care. He just simply repeatedly crashing his car on purpose towards the sedan until it was badly damaged. Surprisingly, the action of the Range Rover driver was supported by many people who were on the side. Maybe they have been very angry for all this time. With many incidents of luxury cars like that parking in random places, for sure their anger is piling up. Who's not annoyed when people park their car and block your own road? Well, in Russia, you will get punished by blocking other parked car. Look what kind of punishment they do to the car in the following clip. As you can see, this white sedan and several other cars could not get out. And that because the road was blocked by a blue car. We can see it was parked in an unethical way. Unmitigatedly, the owner of this white sedan was annoyed, and then he broke the blue car's window. After that, he ordered one truck full of cement, then filled the car with it. What do you think? Living in a house, an apartment, or some similar doesn't mean you own the road too. You need to be careful when you park your car if you don't want to get punishment like they do in China. Look how this car is being punished for parking carelessly at the entrance of a housing estate. Dude, can you imagine how the car owner reacts when he returns and has to move all the trash cans? Well, this following incident occurred in Russia again, where there are two cars parked carelessly get a karma by turning the car upside down by these three big and stocky built men. As you see in the video, these two cars were blocking the way for other cars on purpose. In return, these three men then pushed those two cars upside down, and in the end, it didn't block the road anymore. Damn, that was sick! Just like what Dom did. But unfortunately, Dom was just alone, so he couldn't throw that supercar upside down. Enough with the Russian people. Now we go to the Pakistan. As a consequence of parking in places that block the entrance of a residential area, a black sedan was hit repeatedly by this man, who seemed to be a resident of that residence. As can be seen, how the driver of this silver sedan repeatedly crashed his car into the black sedan, while shouting very loudly, which showed his anger. As a result, not only the black sedan blocking the road was damaged, but also the silver sedan. Dude, why don't you just call the tow truck? They definitely will solve your problem. People really need to think before they park their car, if you don't want to get a revenge. Well, just like what you are seeing, that is the result of a car parked carelessly near a garbage dump. Of course, this red car disturbed the work and the workers in that place. As a result, the trash that should have been dumped directly into the landfill are changed into their final destination. The workers really dumped some more smelly trash on that car. Do you think he get his karma? Remember Proverbs saying like, "Who digs a pit for others falls in himself." Oh madame, maybe this is the right proverb to tell this funny incident. The female driver with a red car who was about to park her car was suddenly grabbed by a white car that took her parking spot from an unexpected direction. She didn't want to give up. The woman in the red car was still forced to park her car in a very narrow place. So it was impossible for the two cars to open the side door of their car. But the unexpected is going to happen. The woman who owns the red car suddenly opened the roof of her car and come out in an unusual way. As a result of this funny incident, the residents who recorded the incident even laughed too, you know? And in the other hand, maybe the white car driver was stuck in his car like that. The way the woman get her revenge deserves a thumbs up, huh? Agree? Well, this one method is arguably the most ridiculous and has no equal. Not by affixing various stickers or being hit by other cars, but the punishment for drivers who park carelessly in Lithuania must be run over by a tank. This action was personally carried out by the mayor of Lithuania in 2011. Of course, it's just a scene shot for a very popular TV show in Sweden. If this method is really implemented, it is 100% effective to solve the illegal parking. But the citizen may be really sad that their car is squashed by a tank like a Mr. Bean. Do you agree with the mayor of the country of Lithuania? So that's the top 10 best bad parking revenges caught on camera. Do you agree with all the methods in this video? If that's so, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you and see you in the next video.